We're about to go into crisis mode with the beavers right now because we are dangerously low on water. We have 11 units of water in storage right now. We have a drought on the way, and we're probably all going to die if I don't fix this, and I mean fix this really quickly. So here's my thinking. We have 1.4 days until this drought kicks in. If I can at least fill some of these water tanks, I think we'll be okay. Some of them. I don't know how many of these we can fill, but I'm going to have to try something. So we're going to demolish those resources. We're going to make that a priority. And we don't have anything else prioritized right now, which is good. Because what we need to do is get all of these resources gone so that I can go ahead and start building more water pumps. So we're going to need one. Well, we could get one there. So I'll tell you what, let me also go in and say demolish those resources too. And please prioritize that as well. If we can get rid of those, which we have done, we can go and say, give me a water pump right there. I'm going to need one there, there, and there. And then that means that all of these resources along here need to go as well. Now, this is 100% going to very, very quickly drain the water once the drought kicks in. But my hope and my prayer is that, oh man, this is a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. My hope and my prayer is that at the very least, we can hopefully manage to get enough water in storage to survive this. That's what I'm hoping for, because we're basically going to triple the number of pumps that we have. So in theory, this should be survivable. This should be something we can manage to do. So getting all those up and going, they will start filling with water, and they're filling pretty quickly, which is good. But I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. We have nearly tripled the number of beavers. So in theory, tripling the number of pumps should help us a bit. I don't know how much it's going to help us, but we're up to like 60 water already. So we'll see. I mean, every single beaver needs, like, I think, like a unit of water every day. So we're going to see what happens. I mean, the drought is about to kick in, and we don't have enough water to last us a single day. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we're so screwed. The drought started. Oh, no. It's okay if we lose crops. That's fine. Losing crops is not a big deal. Losing beavers is not something we can really afford to do. Now this is going to be it's a 4.8 day drought. Oh my god. I need another solution. I'll tell you what we should do. We should try setting up a dam right down here to block up this entire lake. That would be a way to do it. That would absolutely be a way to do it. Unless, I mean, what else could we do? What else could we do? I mean, could we maybe try and find a way to push water into another area? I mean, I guess we could. If we had explosives, we could create like other areas for water to go, but we don't, so we can't. Oh man, this is this is bad. This is really bad. We'll be okay. I'm sure we'll survive. The plants might not. The plants might all die, but I think the beavers will be all right. I'm sure they'll manage. But I do think it would be an idea to maybe legitimately look into getting some kind of settlement down this way. Now we have a whole bunch of trees in the area. So what do we need to do this? How do we do this? How do I set up a new settlement? So paths and structures, district center. Establishes a district with its own population, resources, and an isolated path network. So this thing would have to go like down here somewhere. And I guess that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have water right now, but it has got some berries that we could gather from. I guess that's kind of what we're going to have to do. So placement-wise, I mean, placement-wise, I kind of like the idea of putting this thing on the water. Oh. Oh, it just immediately, okay. Oh, that works out nicely. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me do this. And let me do... what way do I want to do this? Yeah, let me do wood, okay? So lumberjacks just on either side. And then we're going to need to go in, we're going to need to bring a path sort of straight down to the coast and straight over here. And sort of straight to the edge of the map as well, that's fine. And then what we can do is go to food, we can go to gathering, we can do a gatherer right about there. And that should be okay. So that's going to be, what is that, 3 jobs right now? Okay, that's fine. What I also want to do is mark all of these trees. So what's the radius on these guys going to be? So the radius is pretty good. We'll go ahead and mark all of these trees to be chopped down. And that'll give us a really good amount of wood. And then in terms of wood, I think we go in and we say, give me not a lumberjack flag, give me some storage. So a log pile right there and there. And that'll kind of nicely work out. And I think some small warehouses kind of either side, which is going to need me to go in and get rid of some trees there kind of annoyingly, but that's just going to be the way of it. That's fine. That's actually okay. I think we can maybe even go and say, you know, mark you for demolition, and prioritize you and you, as well as those guys, and you. So that'll give us a little bit of a start down here, which is fine. So I guess what we do, oh boy, is we migrate some population to District 2. And I'm going to say, man, sending them down there in the middle of the night with no water might be a really bad idea. But I feel like it's essential. It might kill, it probably will kill them, won't it? But I feel like we kind of have to. It's not going to be a hugely complicated district, but I'm going to send 6 of them. Is what we're going to do. So 6 of them have headed down that way. So we should have... I don't know how they're going to get here necessarily. I don't know if they like go into one building. Oh, they actually just run across the map. That's fine. Okay, so we have 6 beavers down here. That's fine. They'll start working on some stuff shortly, I'm sure. They have no water, but they'll manage. Oh boy. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me just like fill in that for a dam, and let me do that right there. So that's going to give us a dam. That'll help this entire space stay relatively full. And that should mean that I can at least put some water pumps over here. And that'll keep water coming in more regularly, I guess. I'm a little worried about this. But we'll see what happens. The good news is we have trees coming down already, and we actually got rid of these little things that I wanted rid of already as well. So that's good. That's kind of what we want. And these guys are going to need houses too. So there was, what, 6 of them down here? I guess what we do is housing... Do I want to give them triple lodges? Probably not. We probably do just want to go with the normal lodges. So... what way do I want to do this? Because, I mean, I could do some housing, I guess, around this thing. But I'd kind of need the trees to go. So that one there needs to go like that. And that'll be enough housing for the beavers that we have, but not really enough for the rest of them. So we can at least get those built, and that can at least keep them happy enough. But thinking about it, we probably want, I don't even know what it is I'm looking for. The trade thing. There's a trade hub looking thing. Yeah, distribution posts and drop-off points. So let me get the distribution post, let me get the drop-off point. And basically, the way I would imagine that these work is going to be pretty straightforward. I would imagine stuff gets loaded into this thing and then dropped off elsewhere. Now, where would I build this thing? I mean, I guess up here. I guess up there is probably about as good as it's going to get. So we'll go for about there, and that'll work out. The drop-off point for district number 2, I guess, could be about here. And I guess that kind of works. It's also free, which is lovely. Distribution limits. What does all of this mean? Huh. Okay, so is it basically District 2, if it's as low as that, or if it's as high as that, don't accept? I've got no idea. I've got no idea how distribution works right now, I'm not going to lie. But you guys are starting to have some issues with, well, with water, or lack thereof. That's not good. That's very not good. What if we send these guys back? They've built some stuff down here, but I think we're going to migrate the population back before they die. So we'll get them to head back to District 1. This wasn't really how I wanted to start up a second district, I'm not going to lie. This wasn't really the plan, but I think this is going to have to be how we sort of do it. I'm just really hoping that's... I'm really hoping we can make this work. Also, I've just noticed that all of this is being built already. That's fantastic. We've actually managed to get a nice large warehouse than this additional little one right there. And then water. Oh man. It's pretty low. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh no. We still have 2.5 days of drought left as well. We're gonna be suffering. We're gonna be cutting it close. We're definitely gonna be cutting it close. Getting the giant water tank will 100% be really helpful, honestly. But it might be too late. I get the feeling we're 100% gonna see some deaths. Well, maybe. Let's see what happens in the morning, because a lot of them are running around right now, but once they all go to bed, I want to see what the amount of water we have goes down to in the morning, because we might have enough to last the next 2 days. Well, I say that. We have 120 beavers. We have 225 water. If they each drink once a day, that's going to be 240, so I don't know. Let's see what we're looking at. So still 200. Maybe. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I will do is I'll let the game run, and I'm going to come down here, and this is where we're going to have to build some water pumps. So my thinking for this is we keep it nice and simple, and we go for, I guess, a pump right there and there. And that'll work out kind of nicely for us, I think. And then in terms of water tanks, I mean, we could just do 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of opposite like that. And I guess that'll kind of work out. It's not going to be huge in storage. That's only going to be 120 units of water at any one time. But I think that's okay. Actually, if we really wanted to, we could double that up. We could do this and then another 1, 2, 3, 4. Spacing's a little bit weird, but I don't mind that too much. And I think it should, at the very least, keep a good amount of water down here. which is what we're going to be looking for. Although, the question then becomes, do I want to pull up that much water here? Or do I want to pull it up over this way? Which still thankfully has some water. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to figure that out, is what we're going to have to do. And we're also going to have to figure out where farming and stuff like that's going to go down here, because I have no idea. Although looking at it, we could probably do the other side of the river, to be completely honest, if we really wanted to, because we could, well, potentially do sort of a bridge in here if we really wanted to. So we could go and do something like this with a nice little path going over it and then just loop it around. That might be kind of cool, actually. Just do a simple little bit of carrot farming down here to make sure these guys have some food. Might not be a bad idea. Are we out of water? We are. Oh, no. Okay. So we still have a day left until it's over. Wheat pretty much dies. Wheat dies super quickly. It dies pretty much immediately if it doesn't have water. The potatoes are going to die as well. The carrots will live. The blueberries will be fine. The trees will be fine. So we're going to lose potatoes. I'm going to lose wheat. That's not ideal. But it is a day until the drought's over, and I think we have enough water. I think we maybe have enough. But here's the kicker. Here's the problem. The water still has to flow in. So the drought is over in 0.7 days, but the water probably isn't going to get here for another day. So we might still see some problems, but I don't think we're going to see the same level of problem that we otherwise would. I think we'll be okay. I think we can just about pull this off. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. The good news is that even with this drought, production is still going. We are still generating 180 at the moment, 180 horsepower. Not that much, but it's enough to keep production going at the bare minimum, which means that at the very least, we can still keep working on the large water tank, which, oh God, we are actually out of water now. And we have a lot of thirsty beavers. Good Lord, we have a lot of thirsty beavers. Oh no. Okay, oh no. So the population is 122 right now. The drought is over, but I don't know how many beavers are thirsty. Oh God, okay. 121, so the first death of thirst has just happened. 120, no, it's still 121. I think we had a couple grow up though. The water's on the way. That's about all I can say. That's about the only thing we got, is that water is at least on the way. I just hope it gets here in time. We've had another one die of thirst. We're down to 120, 119, 118, 117. Oh, it started. It has definitely started. I don't think it's going to be as bad as it could have been. 115. I think we might see 110. Maybe. I don't know. At least these are working now. Yeah, there's 110. But surely that's got to 109. I think we're good. I mean, yes, there's still beavers dying of thirst, but at least water is now it's now being pumped up, so we should have all the beavers kind of scurrying for water at this point. Food sort of managed to hold up a little bit there. It's wasn't as good as it could have been, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think we're all right at this point. As for all of this over here, I mean, this absolutely needs to be constructed. So I think what we'll do is we'll set up some priorities for this, and we're going to set up some priorities for this right here. And that way we can, at the very least, hopefully manage to get some of this going. Now water, looking at it, I think we're all right. I think that was I think that was dangerously close to an absolute disaster though. I don't want to be in a situation like that again. I really don't. So let's get everyone, you know, get their thirst sorted. There's still 1 or 2 dying of thirst right now, which isn't good. But for the most part, we survived, and that makes me kind of happy. So let's go ahead and let's send some beavers down this way. I think it's probably about time. I think we're gonna have to. So migrate some population. Let's go. Migrate population down to District 2. Oh man. Let me send 12 down there. So we'll send 12 beavers down to the new district. We'll let them start doing their thing. I'm actually kind of feeling like another couple of lumberjacks might not be a bad idea. Just to speed up this entire process a little bit. Even though, you know, most of them are sleeping right now. And 2 more builders as well. Just to, you know, really help out. Also, again, I mentioned in part 2, by the way, about the pausing in weird places and sentences. The cough is still here from me being sick and whatnot. It's just not quite as prevalent. It comes and goes, basically, is what I'm getting at. Now, let me prioritize you and you so that we can make sure that we have as much wood as we're going to need down here. We also, I mean, we have a gatherer, which is great. Oh, there we go. So those guys are doing their thing now. You're going to need some logs as well. But at least this is being built, and this is being built kind of quickly. So I think what I'll actually do is we'll downgrade the priority just a little bit so that they'll do the pumps first, and then they'll go and do this, and then they'll go and do the rest of it. Because I think that's probably the smart thing to do. And we have someone working there already. Good. Okay, so that's going to keep us pretty good. In terms of farming down here, I mean, that's kind of what this whole space was supposed to be. Now, these guys need... Oh, you need planks. I forgot about that. Okay. I mean, plank production's going to need power, and that's not really something we have right now. Okay. What way do I want to do this? What way do we want to do production down here? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really sure. We have got 1 or 2 hungry beavers down here, and we do have a little bit of food in storage, but they are also getting a little bit thirsty too, which is a bit of a worry. I think we do have, yeah, we do have water production, so they can absolutely get everything they need. But I don't think those berries are going to be enough to sustain them down this way. So we might want to actually have a proper look into farming, I guess. So if I was to go into food and I was to go to farmhouse, if I put one there, the coverage isn't really great for the other side of the river, which is a bit of a problem, because I'd like it to be. It would kind of need to be. Unless I just put a farmhouse there and put some carrots on the right side, but then during drought, the carrots are 100% going to die. That's why I want to use this side of the river here, because it will pretty much always be irrigated, even if we're in the middle of a drought. I don't know. I'm actually not 100% sure what to do here. What if we put a little farmhouse, say, here? I guess here's probably fine. And then what we could do is go in and say, give me, let's see, crops, give me carrots. I do need to clear out some resources though. So mark resources for demolition. Let me mark sort of this space. Let me mark that space. Up to about there, I think. Actually, up to about there. should be pretty good. In fact, what about all of that? Let's do all of that, and let's prioritize all of that as well. So all of that's prioritized, all of you is prioritized. Let's try and clear all of it out. That way we can get a good little carrot field going. So at the very least, they're going to have some basic food over here. And speaking of food, actually, we're really low on carrots over in District 1. We're really low on everything in District 1, which is a bit of a worry. Oh, I might have overdone it. There's a definite chance I've overdone it. We'll be okay. I'm sure we'll be okay. It's fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about, I'm sure. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Not a single not a single worry. Let me see. Have they built this thing? Oh, they have built this thing. Ooh. Wait, routes. Add a new route. Select a drop-off point. Oh. So we would go there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can I send water? Oh, I can. Okay. I like that. I like that that's a thing. I mean, they're going to need planks, right? So planks are probably something we want to send. Some routes are not functioning. Why? Why are they not functioning? Beavers can't distribute goods. Why not, though? So if I look at planks, I've no idea. So there's a limit. There was a limit. I'm not sure why they can't do that, though. I mean, they can get there. I don't really know why they can't distribute the goods. That's a little weird, potentially. So looking at you, District 2, routes, stock, planks. So they have a stock, which is fine. But for some reason they won't do it. Okay. I have no idea why that's, Must be, oh, connected by a road. Oh. Right, I see. So plank, okay. If I go to you and set some limits, so the lowest that you can have here, I guess, should be like 20, and the max should be 100. Actually, the max, honestly, could probably be like 50. So now I need to connect this all by road. That's unexpected. That was not something I thought I would have to do, but I guess that makes sense. Clear out that tree, and let's get a little road connection going here. So this is going to go up to there. And once that tree's gone, we can actually put some, well, we can put the carrots in there too. Oh, wow. Actually, speaking of carrots, food is getting really dangerously low. Why is that? Is it because, I guess it's probably because we lost a crop of potatoes, right? And also we don't have that many crops at the minute either. Huh. We might be a little excessive on trees right now. That feels like, that definitely feels like a possibility. Let's change this up a little bit. Let's mark these resources for demolition. That's maybe a bit risky, but it's what we're gonna have to do. Let me prioritize that. And we'll put a new carrot field in there, and we'll see how that goes for us. Also, this is gone, which is lovely. So let's mark you. And let's also go and say carrots from here to about, we'll say about there. And that should be fine. And then in terms of bringing a path the entire way back to District 1, I guess what we do is something a bit like this. And we just try and go in as much of a straight line as possible, really. So we'll do that kind of thing. Not exactly very straight over there, but that's fine. We'll do this, bring it down, bring it all the way down here as well. Oh, and then this bit's going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay, let's mark you guys for demolition as well. And that will let me go ahead and put the path in there, connecting the two districts. And that's going to be lovely. And it is going to be a little bit less in the way of wood and all of that stuff, but at the very least, we'll have more food, because food is dropping fast. And that's something we can't fix quickly, right? Food production is not one of those things that we can quickly save. I mean, yes, we have a harvest of carrots coming in, and yes, we'll have some potatoes at some point, and yes, we'll have more wheat, some more bread, but if we end up in a situation where beavers start starving, the population's going to drop really quick. And I think what I'd have to do, most likely, is turn off pretty much everything except for the farming buildings and kind of just hope that we keep enough beavers to keep those active. But I don't know. I don't know how well that would work. So we'll see. I do think the best thing we can do, though, is going to be carrots. I think this entire space here being carrots. Uh-oh. I mean, you know what? Fair enough.